guys fight like absolute animals, caged animals on the track. They're great friends often.
Your fourth 24-hour victory, I believe.
Sixth, actually. I know, you get losing count. First, I gotta say hi to my family at home. Hi, guys, miss you.
Pruett is a very defensive driver.
Little Al tries to the outside as the white flag comes out. Side by side through the first turn. Little Al takes the advantage running high and comes into the lead. So Scott Pruett may have the advantage coming to the final turns. Did he move too quick? Did he move too soon?
He still
they continued side by side. Unser Jr. and Scott Pruett come to the line, and Pruett's got him. Scott Pruett takes the win.
One of the best races I've seen. Scott Pruett comes out of NASCAR 4 and turns Daytona disappointment into Miami joy here at Homestead Miami Speedway. And this is our man, the man, Scott Pruett and Memo Rojas. The fight is on for second though, but up front it is Ganassi again. Rojas and Pruett at Mid-Ohio, back-to-back wins. The most prolific winning duo in the history of Daytona prototypes will do it again at the World Center of Racing.
Honored to welcome the accomplished and great Scott Pruett.
Hi to my mom and dad. They're in the audience this evening. And thanks for all of you coming out. I mean, this is it's a great event. I'm so proud to be a part of it, and it's so much fun to do something local. Because when you get that opportunity to do something local, it touches something in your heart, especially for us, born and raised here in Northern California, with our family now, 6 generations from this area. Started racing go-karts when I was 8 years old. First race was in Lodi. And a lot of races in this area, Sacramento, Indian Creek, this whole area is where I started. I mean, this is where it all began. And the good Lord's blessed me, because as I look towards next year, it'll mark my 50th year of racing, which is absolutely hard to believe. Thank you. And then, you know, with all these things and all these achievements and 2 Hall of Fames now, and just everything that's taken place has just been so overwhelming, and I'm so incredibly honored. And I've had a moment to pause and really think, because people ask me, what's your favorite race? What's your favorite venue? What's your favorite track? What's your favorite, memory of everything? And my wife and I were talking about it, and it really struck me, because I've done what I've done for so many years in so many different disciplines, from Indy cars and sports cars to NASCAR and IROC, that the thing that is most special for me is and because I've done it for so long, all the drivers that I have raced against. Within sports cars, you got, I teamed with Bob Wallach. He and I won the Columbus Dealers 500 in '86 and Porsche 962. Great teammate, great guy, unfortunately passed away. So Bob Wallach, Hans Stuck, Hurley Haywood, Derek Bell, David Brabham, Tom Christensen, Rubens Barrichello, Stefan Serzan, Brundle, Kendall, Stuck. He and I fought pretty hard a lot of years together. Great guy. Paul Newman, we raced, a good friend and certainly a great accomplished race car driver. In fact, enjoyed his racing more than his acting. A true story. Dempsey, Al Holbert, another just incredible driver. David Hobbs, Jochen Maas, Brian Redman, and of course we couldn't forget Willie T. Ribbs. He and I had, quite the adventures together. On the IndyCar side, you have Unser Jr., Unser Sr., Mario Andretti, Michael Andretti, Marco Andretti, Bobby Rahal, Graham Rahal. Graham actually was a teammate. We won the overall at the Rolex 24 together. AJ Foyt, Johnny Rutherford, Emerson Fittipaldi, Christian Fittipaldi, Danny Sullivan, Sneva, Rubens Barrichello, Juan Pablo, a teammate as well as a adversary on and off the track. And then we move into NASCAR, and guys like Dale Earnhardt Sr. He and I were good friends. One of my greatest memories was he and I racing wheel to wheel almost the whole race together at the Brickyard in 2000 in Indianapolis. And after that race, he came up to me, and as Dale would do, kind of runs right into the side of you, and he said, "Pruett, I think you're getting this shit figured out." So, classic Dale. And anyway, so Jimmy Johnson, Tony Stewart, Kevin Harvick, Davey Allison, Bobby Labonte, Terry Labonte, Mark Martin, Jeff Gordon, good friend, as well as a great guy to race against, Dale Jarrett, the Waltrips, Wallace, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch. So, and then even going and racing when I was in go-karts, going to Italy, racing against Ayrton Senna. So I look back on this incredible career that I've had, and having that opportunity to drive against great drivers like that has been something very special. I mean, we've done all the great racetracks. I mean, being Rookie of the Year at the Indy 500, and then at Indy, which is a very special place for me, being able to do the Indy 500, the Brickyard a couple times, as well as 3 different sports car races, is pretty incredible and wonderful memory for me. Dario Franchitti, he was honored. I was at an event that he was honored a couple weeks ago, and he said, "You know what, Pruett?" He said, "Now that we can just sit here and talk, you were one of the hardest son of a bitches that I had to race against to try and get around." And he goes, "I don't know where you learned that, but you wouldn't give anybody an inch." And I go, "You know what? I learned that from Mario Andretti." Because when I was racing against him at different races, I mean, he would do ugly things to you. Like when we would race, I mean, nothing that would be considered blocking or putting you out, but we're racing at Phoenix, for instance, and you're wheel to wheel, and you could be actually faster than Mario, but he would know exactly what to do to take the air off the front of your nose, so you couldn't actually stay down in turns 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. And that was probably some of my most difficult and cherished moments, both, because just as all these things he was doing to you, I learned all those things. And the good Lord has, just truly blessed me being able to do this. And I don't even know how I've been able to have all these achievements. And when you look at the achievements just into my 50s, all the wins and all the championships, when I think my total win record is, between Indy cars and sports cars and Trans-Am cars is, like 88 or 89 wins and 13 or 14 championships. And we have a record 10 in-class wins at Daytona, and I mean, it's just been an incredible, truly an incredible ride, and how cool it is to be around such great people and great cars. Thank you.
Yeah!